The women that have been coming for these events have just been really smart, heart-connected, beautiful people who are out to change the way that things are happening in our world in one way or another. And the hunger that I know I feel personally for deep, rich, supportive connection with other people, and specifically with other women, other men too, but I mean, sometimes it's nice to create a structure, and sometimes structure allows for freedom. And so right now, that's what I'm doing, is creating it mostly for women. Tonight's event is on the topic of the body and beauty and the complex ways in which we interact with our bodies as women. I came up with this content idea. It's either going to be a book title. It's that the crone needs new clothes. So I'm going to be talking tonight about the fact that we have this image, this archetype in our society of the post-childbearing woman, the women generally in our culture around 50. And the image is of someone who is wise and someone who has experience and someone who's generous and giving and supportive of younger women, all those things I claim and I love. But when you think about that image of the crone, what comes to mind for you? And my guess is that it's maybe warts on the nose, covered up black robes, that kind of thing. And I really am committed passionately and fully in the belief that it's time for new stories around what aging looks like. And so the topic of the crone needs new clothes is about embracing and accepting and owning, yes, that wisdom, the wisdom that comes with age, the willingness to say, hey, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm just going to live my life the way I want to do it. Embracing the wisdom that comes with age and embracing and owning the fact that we have experience and we have so much to give to the world. But I also want to revisit this idea of what it looks like to be an older person and to challenge the narrative, to challenge the cultural stereotypes, to challenge the youth-obsessed culture. I love my young friends. I love my kids. I loved my own youth. But I want to be a voice for, I wanted to expand the range of what we consider to be beautiful. Let's embrace all of the colors, all of the shapes, all of the sizes, and all of the ages. Because so much pain has been done in our culture by this very narrow definition of what it means to be beautiful. It impacts women in big ways. I think it impacts men too. To what degree do you think that this impacts you? Do you empathize with the tyranny that our youth obsessed and beauty obsessed and beauty narrow, beauty limited culture gives to us? Kimber says, yes, exactly. I know a lot of vibrant crones. Exactly. We can wear vibrant colors. We can wear sexy clothes. We can wear sparkles and shines. The way that we adorn ourselves, the way that we ritualistically embrace and celebrate what we look like physically. Because it's not just one or the other. It's not just now you're old, embrace and celebrate and share from the inner wisdom and the inner depth and the inner knowledge and the power that you have. And now it's time to throw out the body. And now it's time to give up on the fact that you have a body, you know, in all of the forms. We're desexualized older women in so many ways. And the message that I have, you know, to share and that I want to live into and embrace is the fact that the crone doesn't have to be this asexual, ugly woman with warts wearing black robes, covering herself as an asexual being. I say, let's change the vision and the picture and the images that we have of the wise older woman who is also generous. The women that these events attract are amazing women, and we really create an environment for a real deep connection and the opportunity for everyone to share something that they're thinking about or something that's going on for them. In fact, one of the ways that I like to open this event is by asking everyone to share something that is on your mind, something that you're thinking about. We've all come together to link arms to change the stories about what it means to show up fully and present as a woman. You know what, I'd love to have thoughts, if you guys have thoughts on this idea of, you know, aging and how do we integrate physical beauty and the body as temple and, you know, the wisdom that we've accumulated and all that we have to give in the inner, that we don't have to throw one out with the other. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I just want to recognize my mama. My mama died 3 years ago today at 9 o'clock. And if you follow me on my personal page, you'll see the video I always posted. It's a collection of beautiful pictures of my mom through the years. And, I love her and I miss her. And that's the other thing about the process of Artful Aging. Part of Artful Aging is knowing and accepting and integrating and figuring out ways to support other people and each other and ourselves in the process of surrendering to that which we cannot change, which includes losing our loved ones to death. And what does that look like? It's like just a profound exploration and a profound practice. How do we embrace the exquisiteness of life and live it fully, and also roll with the intensity of grief when we face illness and loss? It's an ongoing process. I know that's one of the topics that someone asked me to, add into my program, into my Artful Aging and Life Transition program, is the idea of illness. How do we be artful agers when the reality is that illness happens? If you have something to share, if you are also thinking about what it means to age, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on it. And so sending you all big love.